Imagine descending into a narrow ancient shaft carved deep into the Giza Plateau's bedrock. Your flashlight cuts through dust so thick it clings to your lungs. The air grows heavier, the silence oppressive, broken only by the faint drip of unseen water. 30 meters below the desert, you're not just exploring history, you are stepping into a riddle that haunted archaeologists for centuries. What lies at the bottom of the Osiris Shaft? Why does it terrify even the boldest explorers? And how does it challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient Egypt? Buckle up. This is a journey into the unknown, and you won't want to miss a single step. A whispered legend comes to life. Let's start at the beginning. Who first spoke of this mysterious place? The story traces back to Herodotus, a Greek historian who visited Egypt around 450 BCE. He described a hidden underground chamber beneath Giza, a tomb surrounded by water, holding a pharaoh on a stone island. Sounds like a myth, right? For centuries, scholars dismissed it as a fanciful tale, an artificial lake, a coffin on an island, too wild to be true. But myths often hide fragments of reality, and this one was no exception. Fast forward to the 20th century. Where did this legend resurface? Right beneath the Giza Plateau, near Khafra's causeway. Local whispers spoke of hidden shafts and flooded tunnels. Guides pointed to spots where the desert floor felt hollow. Yet the academic world scoffed, until 1933, when an Egyptian archaeologist, Selim Hassan, stumbled upon a shaft that matched Herodotus's description. What did he find? A deep, waterlogged passage that fought back against every attempt to explore it. For 4 years, Hassan battled relentless groundwater with clunky pumps, only to be defeated. The shaft slipped back into obscurity, used as a well by locals, its secrets untouched. Why did this place remain a mystery for so long? The answer lies in its inaccessibility. The groundwater was a stubborn foe, and early technology couldn't keep up. But by the late 20th century, one man refused to let the story die. Who was he? Dr. Zahi Hawass, Egypt's most renowned archaeologist. In 1999, armed with modern pumps and a fearless crew, he descended into the shaft. How did he do it? With cutting-edge tools and sheer determination. What he uncovered would rewrite history and spark fear in those who dared to follow. The first level, a silent gateway. Let's dive into the shaft itself. Picture this. 6 meters below Khafra's causeway, you enter a small chamber carved into limestone bedrock. No hieroglyphs, no carvings, just bare stone. Why is that strange? Egyptian tombs are usually adorned with prayers and decorations. This emptiness feels deliberate, like a threshold to something deeper. The air is hot, dusty, and hard to breathe. A ladder creaks as you peer into a vertical shaft plunging further into darkness. What's down there? The silence seems to whisper a warning. The real secrets wait below. This first level isn't just a room, it's a puzzle. Why build a chamber with no markings? Was it meant to deter intruders or guide the worthy? The lack of answers pulls you in, urging you to descend further. The faint echo of water from below hints at what's coming. Are you ready to go deeper? The second level, bones and unanswered questions. Dropping another 12 meters, your flashlight reveals a larger chamber, carved with eerie precision. Niches line the walls like dark mouths, and what's inside them stops you cold. 2 massive stone sarcophagi, each weighing tons, are wedged into the stone. One blocks a passage to the east as if sealing something off. Who placed them here and why? These coffins are bare, no names, no inscriptions, no protective spells. In ancient Egypt, that silence is deafening. Scattered across the floor are pottery shards and bones. At first, they seem like random debris, but look closer. The bones are bizarrely specific, right arms, right legs, right ribs. No full skeletons, just halves. An orthopedic surgeon later confirmed this wasn't random. Why only the right side? Ancient Egyptians believed Osiris, the god of the underworld, was dismembered and reborn. Were these bones a ritual echoing his myth, or something stranger? Then there's the black goo coating the sarcophagi. What is it? Analysis revealed a mix of oils, resins, beeswax, and bitumen, materials used in mummification steeped in symbolism. Black wasn't just a color, it represented the fertile Nile silt and Osiris's rebirth. How did they get this goo down here? And why coat the coffins in it? The symbolism screams ritual, but the logistics are mind-boggling. These sarcophagi weigh tens of tons. How were they lowered through a shaft so narrow a person barely fits? Sand hydraulics? Ropes? The engineering defies logic, piling riddle upon riddle. This chamber doesn't offer closure. It raises the stakes. A blocked passage hints at hidden secrets. The bones whisper of rituals we can't comprehend. And the sheer impossibility of the sarcophag's placement dares you to keep going. But the deepest level awaits, and it's unlike anything you've imagined. The third level. A subterranean lake. Now, you're 30 meters below the desert, exhausted, caked in mud. Pumps roar to hold back the groundwater. The air is cold, and your flashlight reveals a cavern flooded with still black water, shimmering like a mirror. Rising from it is a stone platform, an island straight out of myth. On it sits a colossal granite sarcophagus, 10 to 15 tons, partially submerged. This is it, the moment Herodotus's tale comes alive. Who built this? And for what purpose? Who created this chamber? Likely ancient priests or architects devoted to Osiris. What is it? A symbolic tomb or ritual space, not a typical burial. When was it built? Evidence suggests the Old Kingdom, around 2800 BCE, though later artifacts muddy the timeline. Where are we? Deep beneath Giza, near the Great Pyramid and Sphinx. Why does it exist? To reenact Osiris's journey through the underworld, tying death to rebirth. How was it constructed? That is the kicker. No one knows how they moved a massive sarcophagus down a narrow shaft without modern tools. 4 stone pillars stand around the island like guardians, mirroring ancient depictions of Osiris. The water isn't just an obstacle, it's symbolic. In Egyptian mythology, the underworld is tied to the primeval waters of creation. Wading through this chamber feels like stepping into the afterlife. The silence is crushing, the air heavy with the sense of being watched. Workers described it as less a tomb and more a machine, a place where ritual and architecture merge into something otherworldly. The sarcophagus was empty when opened, a cenotaph for Osiris, not a pharaoh. But its presence raises questions. Was it always symbolic, or did it once hold a body? The waterline has shifted over centuries, suggesting the chamber was designed to interact with water as a living element. Narrow tunnels snake away, pointing toward the Great Pyramid and Sphinx. Where do they lead? They're too tight to explore, leaving the possibility that this shaft is part of a vast underground network. Engineering that defies time. The Osiris Shaft isn't just a mystery. It is an engineering marvel that shouldn't exist. The sarcophagi aren't local stone. Some are volcanic rock, like diorite, hauled from thousands of miles away. How did they transport 30-ton blocks across deserts and lower them into tight shafts? Modern cranes would struggle. The walls show uniform chisel marks, almost machine-like, made with copper tools in near darkness. How did they achieve such precision? The acoustics are another puzzle. In the flooded chamber, a single chant echoes like a chorus, amplified by the water and stone. Was this intentional? Ancient Egyptians used sound in rituals, and this chamber feels like a resonance device, built to make priests feel Osiris himself was responding. The water, too, seems deliberate. Far from a flaw, it mirrors the Nile's floods, tying the shaft to themes of renewal. These details, impossible stonework, eerie acoustics, symbolic flooding, suggest the shaft isn't just a tomb. It's a ritual machine, blending myth and engineering in ways we can't fully grasp. Every discovery raises more questions, pulling you deeper into the unknown. A timeline that breaks history. Just when you think you've got a handle on the shaft, the dating evidence flips everything upside down. Pottery and bones from the second level point to Egypt's late period, around 500 BCE. But some shards match the Old Kingdom 1700 years earlier. One sarcophagus dates to 2800 BCE, another to the 5th dynasty. What does this mean? Was the shaft reused across centuries, each generation adding its own rituals? Or does it stretch back to the dawn of the pyramids? This timeline clash is bad news for tidy history books. The shaft doesn't fit neatly into Egypt's story. It hints at a deeper, older purpose, possibly tying to the Great Pyramid and Sphinx through those unexplored tunnels. What if Giza's real secrets lie not in its monuments, but in a hidden labyrinth below? A cosmic machine. Forget everything you know about tombs. The Osiris Shaft doesn't behave like one. No treasures, no inscriptions, just raw, symbolic power. The acoustics, water, and celestial alignments, like Orion's belt, suggest it was built to channel an experience. Imagine priests chanting in the flooded chamber, torchlight flickering off water, echoes booming like divine voices. This wasn't a resting place. It was a portal to the afterlife designed to blur myth and reality. Those narrow tunnels toward the Great Pyramid and Sphinx, they're too small to explore, but their alignment is no accident. Could they connect Giza's monuments into a single spiritual network? The idea is thrilling and unsettling. If true, the shaft is just one piece of a cosmic design we're only beginning to understand. Why it still haunts us. The Osiris Shaft doesn't let you walk away with answers. It leaves you with questions that cling like damp air. Human bones arranged in halves, sarcophagi defying logistics, a lake chamber straight out of legend. These don't fit the neat story of pharaohs and pyramids. This is bad news for anyone who wants ancient Egypt to be simple. It's a reminder that reality can outstrip myth. Modern explorers, from archaeologists to thrill seekers, keep returning. Recent expeditions, like one led by a famous YouTuber, captured the shaft's eerie atmosphere, narrow passages, dripping water, and a sense of stepping into something beyond human. The footage went viral, proving the shaft's mysteries still captivate the world. Why does this place terrify and inspire? Because it challenges history itself. It's not just a site, it's a puzzle that blurs archaeology and the supernatural. The tunnels, the water, the silence. They hint at secrets we're not ready to uncover. Are we on the verge of decoding Giza's hidden truths, or will the Osiris Shaft keep its secrets forever? What do you think lies beyond those tunnels? Share your thoughts below and let's keep unraveling this mystery together. The Osiris Shaft remains one of Egypt's most haunting enigmas, an ancient riddle carved into stone where myth and reality intertwine. Beneath Giza's sands lies more than history. It's a portal into humanity's forgotten past. Was it a tomb, a ritual site, or something far beyond our understanding? Every descent uncovers more questions than answers. One thing is certain, Giza still hides secrets waiting to be revealed. So, what do you believe lies beyond those tunnels? Share your theories in the comments below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more journeys into the ancient and unexplained.